video is going to be about my trading story and, what got me into trading and all that jazz. It is currently 3 in the morning. I know what you're thinking. Why the heck are you up at 3 in the morning? And I'm going to tell you why, okay? The reason I'm up at 3 in the morning is because today was my county fair thing. I don't know if everyone, has a county fair, but, whatever. My town does. And it closed at like 12, and me and my friends were there until like 12. And I didn't get to, do all my trading stuff, right? I didn't get a journal, I didn't get a backtest, I didn't get to make TikToks, make a YouTube video. So I decided to myself, fuck it, we're gonna stay up and finish all that, because I told myself, if I'm going to be locked in, I gotta finish all my stuff every single day, no matter what happens, and that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm a little tired, but we drink energy drinks, so hopefully we'll be okay. Anyways, let's get back to the main focus of the video, boys. So the main focus of the video is my story of day trading. So who got me into day trading? I'm not gonna lie, I forgot his name, but I'm gonna pop him up right here. Anyways, he's like he's a pretty cool guy, I guess. I don't really see him that much in the trading community, but he's the first video I ever saw of day trading. So when I first saw that TikTok account, I was making a alt account of just random little edit skits that didn't even show my face, just for fun. And that was dang, maybe I could make money on my phone. That would be crazy if I could just make a lot of money on my phone. So I got a couple viral videos on that account. And then that popped up and it was oh, you can make freaking thousands of dollars just on your phone. I was damn, that shit looks cool and it looks pretty easy. Was I fucking wrong? That shit is not easy. Trading is not easy. But, he got me hooked on. He, put me on TradingView. I downloaded TradingView, and I was what the hell is this? And I, deleted it in, a couple minutes. But a couple days went by, and I was just thinking to myself, damn, I have an opportunity to become rich. Why not, put the effort in to learn how to do it and then become rich? That's sort of how it works, I guess. But it was a lot more longer process than I thought. So, what your boy did? He looked up on YouTube how to trade. And, that's where, the whole party starts. Am I right, boys? And you will not believe who popped up on my feed. The man, the myth, the legend himself, TJR, the GOAT. The actual GOAT. Of course, that's, who am I going to say? Someone else? No, obviously TJR is the one who taught me how to trade. Come on. What kind of question is that, right? But I did not watch his boot camp. A lot of people watch his boot camp. I watched, it was a 5-hour video of beginner guys how to trade. And I watched that, and, he taught me, all the, the good basics and, what even is trading. So shout out to TJR if you ever watch this, which you will know who I am one day. Anyways, yeah, so I did that. That took me a minute to finish that video. That probably took me a couple weeks to finish that video, to, take notes on it and all that stuff. And, I'm a little slower, on the slower side, so it kind of, I had to rewind and pause a lot on the video because some of the stuff were confusing at the time. But, eventually we learned how to trade, the basics. And in that video, he didn't really talk about prop firms. I don't remember. I think he might have talked about them. But he said, do demo account, do paper trading for a couple months. So I did that for a couple months. Learn how to actually, take a trade, wake up at market open, and all that good jazz, right, boys? And so I did that, I was doing that. I started doing that in August. Well, I started watching his video in August. And guess what next month is? August. So it's almost a whole ass year since I first learned what trading was. Isn't that kind of cool? Where the fuck is my 18 billion payouts? I'm joking. That's not really how it works. Okay, so I did paper trading for a minute, and then this is where the big mistake came with my journey that set me back quite a bit, and I could have been farther, but it's okay. So instead of, after demo trading, I didn't buy an eval. Okay, that's what the problem was. I was like, damn, if I put a couple $100 in a live account, I can just scale that shit up to like 50K. Don't ask what I was thinking. That's just what I thought could happen, right? That was like pretty simple, honestly. They just freaking, scale up, press more units, right? I thought that's how shit worked. But, it doesn't. So, we learned that the hard way, if you will. I was on that account for, a good minute. I probably started the live account in like, I would say October or late September. And I was on that till about February. Yeah, still thinking I could scale up. It was pretty ratchet. But we're going to go back when I first started doing the live account. I was only making around $2 to $8 per trade. I know. I was like, damn, next month I'm going to scale up more. So I tried to do that. And then, it didn't really work out. But the reason why I really didn't, look up too much about, how to, make more money, trading, all that stuff, it's because wasn't really my main focus. Trading wasn't really my main focus. It was more of a little side hustle I thought I could just get rich, kind of easy with, right? My main focus at the time was boxing. If you watched my previous video, whatever, I did boxing back in the day. Anyways, so my main focus is that I was kind of just slacking off on trading. Wasn't really locked in. Maybe got up for market open like 2 days of a week. It was really ratchet. I didn't really have any trading videos on my TikTok feed. I didn't really know much about it other than, the TGR videos. So that was pretty bad. But December was a little rough month for me, I would say, but also, brought me back where I am today, if you will. December I had to quit boxing. Me and, my ex-girlfriend broke up. We're not going to really get into that. But, December was a rough month for, D-man trades, if you will. But, that all kind of happened at the end of December. So, pretty close to Christmas. Like, I would say a couple days before Christmas that happened. And, luckily Christmas was around, or it would be a lot sadder. But, Christmas, who doesn't like Christmas? It's a little jolly during Christmas, am I right? But, after Christmas, I was like, damn, what am I doing in my life, man? My life is going to shit right now. We got to figure something out, right? So, I was like, all right, new year, new me type shit, right? So, I was like, damn, what am I kind of doing that I kind of, know what it is and I can make money off of fucking day trading, right? So I was like, I'm going to make it my New Year's resolution to lock the fuck in with day trading. So, that's what we did. We really tried to main focus on day trading. But I did also tell myself, this is a little setback too. I told myself till February, so January 1st started, if I'm not making more progress on a live account, I'm going to see what's up with these prop firms, right? Guess what happened? We didn't make progress. It was the same shit, right? So, February rolled around. Fuck it. We're going to try what prop firms are. We're going to see. Look up on YouTube how to start using prop firms. Guess who the fuck popped up? The damn TGR guy, right? We love him. We know him. We know him personally, if you will. So, he taught me all about that. It was a little confusing at the beginning, but not that confusing, right? So, what I did was I bought my first eval. Wow. When I bought that first eval, I was like, damn, I'm really gonna make it. This is a sauce. This is a secret sauce. Buy your eval, stack some accounts together, pass them, make $20,000 a month, right? Boy, was I wrong. At how hard it was to pass the eval, especially, as my skill level back then, especially. So, I blew about, I would say, 8 accounts before I passed my first eval. So, I think I passed my first eval in, May? It was either May. Yeah, I think it was May. I passed my first eval in May. Bought my first eval in February. So, it took about 2 months to pass my first eval. That's pretty pretty average, I would say. I would say that. So the reason, I took a little long passing my first evals, I think a lot of people kind of do this with their first evals, is, I wasn't really risking heavy. I was risking pretty low. I was risking micros and shit like that, right? Big mistake, obviously. We know that to now. But yeah, I was risking. It took me like a month to try to pass or fail an eval. So that was a little rough for me. But I saw some videos, TGR, not him really, some of videos, but a lot of videos like, if you're on an eval, just, risk heavy. You're either going to fail or pass. Might as well get it over with, not waste time. So, like, fuck it. We already blew, like, 6 accounts. We're just going to do that. I did that. Guess what the fuck happened? Guess what happened to D-Man Trades? We passed our first eval. I was freaking out, man. I was like, damn, I really made it. I'm really profitable. I'm really about to get a damn payout. This is about to be easy cake money bunnying. So I passed for eval, I would say late May, early June. June comes after May, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Anyways, the month before June, I would say. Okay, yeah. But we did that. Bam, I'm fucking him, right? That's what I'm thinking in my mind. Pretty cool past eval, I would say. So, we moved to funded, but this was still on Alpha Futures, right? And then, I know. So we failed the KYC check, I think it's called on Alpha Futures. So, I was bringing my phone to my mom to, confirm the ID, and they got a picture of me, right? So they're, fuck it, you're not over 18. We're banning you. That's basically what I said. That really crushed me. That set me back. No, it didn't set me back that much, but it did set me back a little bit. So I was like, damn, what the hell? I just passed for the eval. I put a lot of work into this, and now I don't even get a move to fund it. I have to restart a whole other prop firm. But I was also thinking to myself, well, I know this kind of the sauce now, how to pass evals pretty quickly, risk heavy. So, like, it's all right, whatever. We get a little setback. We're just going to try again. So we went to Lucid, bought a 50K flex account, and we risked heavy, and guess what? We passed that shit first try on Lucid. And we moved to funded. No problems there with Lucid. We're still on Lucid. I like Lucid. It's pretty nice. So we moved to funded on Lucid, which was pretty nice. I was like, damn, I already got it funded. It only took like a couple days to pass that eval. A lot more quicker than the other ones. Obviously, I'm getting better at trading, I would say. And we're still on that funded right now. So that was only like, I would say, a couple weeks ago we passed that eval on Lucid. So yeah, that's where we're at, boys. That's where we're at. We are up around $300 on the funded account. We were up $480, but we lost today. So that's a little rough, right? It's all right. All part of the process. You have to lose sometimes. And yeah, we got 3 more winning days to pass the eval, we got 3 more winning days to request a payout. We're hoping to get that next week. It is Friday. We cannot trade tomorrow. What the hell? The market's closed on the weekends. Like, well, I don't even know why they close on the weekends, as a matter of fact. We should, make it a rule. Market should be open on the weekends. So, yeah, guys, that is where I am currently in my trading journey. So, when I started posting TikToks, I was like, damn, I really gotta show my little fan base I'm really serious about this trading. I cannot be slacking off anymore. I cannot be, not waking up on some trading days. I cannot be, not journaling, not back testing, not, just being locked in, right, with my trading. So I was like, fuck it, we're gonna go 100% and locking in with trading. No more sleeping in. We're gonna be at our desk for like 4 hours, 5 hours a day. Just figuring this shit out, posting TikToks, making YouTube videos, back testing, journaling, and all that jazz, right? So that's what we've been doing this past week. It is Friday. We started that Monday. And boy, can I tell you, how much I've improved just from that week of doing that schedule. It has genuinely changed. Like, I feel so much more confident with trading. I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like I kind of clicked, right? I don't want to get too confident because, you can get humbled pretty quickly with trading. So, we're going to try to still stay humble. But we have made a lot of progress this week. A lot more progress this week than we made the past couple weeks of, just like slacking off and half-assing this trading shit, right? So I think I'm definitely going to be sticking to this way of, being locked in trading. And, honestly, tonight was a very kind of emotional night, honestly, to be honest. I don't know, I'm feeling a little emotional. Like, I put in so much effort into this trading stuff, and I just really want it to work out, obviously. Like, my whole life right now surrounds about day trading, right? And I don't know, man. This shit better fucking work out. I'm dead ass. I'm so dead ass. Like, when am I gonna be rich? When is it gonna click? When am I gonna, get? When am I gonna get it? It's right there. Where's it at? It's definitely been a journey. This whole trading stuff, I would say, definitely been a journey. almost feel like crying tonight. Honestly, just thinking about my life. Thinking about what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Like, what if this shit does not work out, right? And hopefully that's not even a possibility, which it's not. We always gotta tell yourself it's not a possibility. I mean, this actually means a lot, a lot to me. And I try not to take it seriously when my friends troll about, like, oh, why are you putting so much effort into this? It's not that big of a deal, come outside, live your life, all that shit, right? And I'm just like, bro, I'm trying to lock in, bro. Yeah. And, they just troll about, like, oh, your TikToks are so cringy, your YouTube videos are cringy. A lot of people have been saying that. And, I don't know, I'm just going to keep on doing it to, see if I can get somewhere with this. But, yeah, we're going to hopefully get somewhere with this, guys. We're really going to try to get somewhere with this. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if this doesn't work out. If trading doesn't work out, if this, content stuff doesn't work out eventually. Content definitely has a minute to work out because, we just kind of started, but trading now. I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't work out. I honestly do not really have a plan B if it does not work out. Like, plan B is, go fucking homeless or some shit. I don't know, bro. This shit, like, needs to work out. It doesn't have another option. It needs to work out, and we're gonna, push to that, right? This is, this is a serious video, guys. We're being serious right now, right? Come on, bro. Like, what am I doing right now? I'm genuinely just talking to a camera, spilling my life out to a camera. What are we doing, bro? I just like talking to a camera, I guess. It's pretty cool, I guess. But, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up the video because it's already at 21 minutes, and that's going to be pretty hard to edit. that was a pretty good video, got a little sentimental there a little bit. Told you my journey with trading, and we're gonna become rich. We are gonna become profitable soon. I can already call it. We're gonna have first payout soon. I can already feel it. I can already feel the payout in my hands. I actually wonder what time it is. Damn, it is like 3:30. But that is going to be it, guys. Peace, boys. I love y'all.